Hello, today is February 24th, 2023, and this is Fireside Chat. I'm sitting today in the media studio, which we've created through donated funds, and we're grateful for the funds that folks have given us for this eventuality. It should help with many of the different activities that we have in the future, so I'm very grateful for that. Yesterday, we celebrated the dedication of Barbara's Fountain at the Upper Pond. That fountain was originally donated by Ralph Aiken in honor of his wife, Barbara. Over the years, that fountain had failed, and it became impossible for us to repair. And another donor and donors have stepped up and created the funds so that we could replace it and also have an annual maintenance contract on it. The new addition is it also has colored lights that can be changed from time to time. So we're really grateful for that and are thankful that we can honor Barbara with that. It was something that was very important to Ralph, and Ralph is a significant member of our community over the period of years, and we want to honor them both for that. Today, I really want to talk about the pet policy. There have been a lot of questions, and one of the things that we just want you to know is that the owner of an animal, whether it's a dog or cat or whatever it is, the owner is always ultimately responsible for the care and maintenance of that pet, as well as the behavior of the pet with other people and other pets in the area. And as part of that, of course, any cleanup that is necessary after the pet has been wherever they've been, that's also the owner's responsibility. We've reviewed our pet policy, and not surprisingly, there are federal, state, and county laws that actually affect our policy. And so I want to talk first of all about the county. The county has leash laws, and anytime a pet is in a public area, public streets, or those kinds of things, the leash laws apply. If the animal is unleashed, then the animal can be taken up by animal control, and then the owner would have to pay a fine for getting the animal back. Now that's the county law. State DHEC has laws regulating pets as well, surprisingly. And one of those laws that affects us the most is they say that there are to be no pets in dining areas. And we're trying to get clarification about this specifically to the Hummingbird dining room, because when we're not serving food there, like when we're having bingo, can we have animals in there? At this point in time, the understanding that we have from DHEC is no, we cannot. And it's not our rule, it's the rule for ourselves and anybody who has a meal facility on their campus, including restaurants, other retirement communities, and so on. So sadly, we're not allowed at this time to have pets in those areas, even if they're on leashes. Now, the federal rule that applies to this is relative to service animals. And what the rule is that a service animal has to be an animal that is trained and is basically on the job helping service and provide support for a person. They need to be specifically designated and specially trained and notated that they are a service animal. Just saying that an animal is a service animal according to the federal code is not sufficient. It has to have special training and care and management. And so we do have some service animals around here, and so those are allowed in the areas, including the dining rooms, but they have to be designated as being on the job during that time with either a leash or something over their back that says service animal do not touch or whatever. Now, we are getting clarification from DHEC on when we do bingo and those kinds of things, but at this time, as I mentioned, we're not able to have pets in that area. There are certain areas on our campus where leashes are not required. The first, of course, is the dog park, and again, the owners are responsible for that. Folks need to have their pets on leashes while they go down to that area or carry them. There's a second area, and it's the open field opposite of the F apartment building across Hoke Smith Boulevard. There's large open field, and there's a number of pine trees, about 19 acres of pine trees that have been planted granted, that area is a free run area for animals. However, the owners are still responsible for the maintenance and cleanup of the pets, and there will be some rules relative to cleaning up, as well as if there's an animal that is aggressive or fighting or something like that with other dogs, then the owner is responsible and the pet must be removed. So that area, and because that is private property of Rolling Green Village, we can actually have the pet run in those areas. In the patio homes, of course, are fee simple and owned by the resident. The resident may have the pet unleashed as long as it remains on their property. Off the property, the county rules apply. The exception to this is if the HOA itself has a rule where the pets have to be leashed at all times or something different than that. But Rolling Green has some authority in those areas relative to the pet policy, but the HOA actually has more authority than we do in those areas. We also have a neighbor at Hartness, and it's not uncommon to see people taking their dogs over there and both on leashes and letting them go and whatever. That is private property of Hartness, and they do have a leash law, and they have let us know that there have been some issues where dogs have been let loose and running in the area, and the owners have not been cleaning up after them. We intend to be good neighbors, and so we ask that owners, if and when you do go over there, whether you set the dog free or not, you're responsible for cleaning up after the dog. And we would recommend that we have free run areas on campus that can be used if the animals are appropriate, and we would recommend that those are used for free run areas. Finally, today there should be a marketing mania document coming out, and probably one of the big things on it is that the play Singin' in the Rain will be playing in one of the theaters downtown, and it is a live production of Singing in the Rain. I'm not sure how they're going to make rain on the stage, but it'll be fun to see. To sign up for this, please contact marketing, because marketing has gotten the tickets, and it's also a prospect event. So we wanted to let you know that that is available to you. Again, we have residents who have helped us with the media studio, with the Barbara's Fountain, with the dog park, and we have a lot of things that are in process that residents are helping us for, and we are very, very grateful. And again, thank you, and have a good day, and don't forget to keep your dog leashed. Thanks.